What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is ESG Enigma, and today what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick little commentary over a game that was recently played in an online tournament hosted by Googie. This is going to be between Wazminator, the Devourer god, as well as Arnold, who plays a variety of characters but is known for his katana. This is just a chance for me to show you guys a little bit of the Australian Mortal Kombat scene, as well as just practice my commentary, so I hope you guys all enjoy it. But here we go. This is going to be a first to 3 set played online, and that's going to be Swarm Queen starting off nice and strong with forward 1-1 pressure into a grab. Does actually get backdash from the 4-2, and that's going to be Arnold with a full conversion as well. This should lead to about, I'm going to say 30%, just depending. Yep, so 30% into the hard knockdown, goes for a jump in. Goes for the float, and is actually going to get a grab as well, pushing Swarm Queen all the way to the corner. This is going to be using some zoning. Now, those puddles, while they are still good, they're not as good as they used to be. They used to be, I believe, plus 22 on block. Now they're only plus 3, which means you can't jail after them, which I think was, was probably quite warranted considering how much pressure Devourer can put out. Does actually whiff for DP, but Devourer can't actually get a full combo punish. That's going to be, however, with the forward 1 staggers. It's going to be pushing him all the way to the corner, forcing the breaker out of Royal Storm, and that is going to be back to the full screen game. Wazminator trying to walk his way in, does actually attack him with the down 3, but no conversion offer or pressure. Wazminator running out of stamina, does actually get the air-to-air into a full combo as well. This should do at least 25%. Oh wow, 31, I apologize. It's going to be going for the overhead as well, that's safe. And does actually whiff the over positives, but no punish from Arnold. Does get down 2 for his trouble. Baits out the armor that I believe is safe for a very, very tight punish. Doesn't get it, however, does go in for pressure into a grab, and this should be enough to take it on chip. And yes, it is. Wazminator using the EX over positives, which should... He knows exactly how much damage it's going to be on chip and on block. Now, Wazminator going for a 4-2 actually. That's only considered a mid now, not actually an overhead. Arnold caught not blocking, but does actually drop the combo. 27% is nothing to sniff at. Goes in for more cancel pressure as well, back into the corner. And this should do... No, once again drops another combo. Wazminator probably has to just take a second, make sure he's not dropping these combos. He's known really well for his execution, but just sometimes on female hitboxes those kinds of things can drop. Does actually block the low and runs into a down 2 for using a great use of the anti here. Wow, full screen damage conversions from the bug to the low, and then straight in for a grab, forcing, giving Arnold a chance to break as well, taking the first game quite convincingly as well. Wazminator showing that Swarm Queen Devourer is still really, really strong even in the current meta after the changes. Yeah, so this was actually played on stream, that's why it is being played in the King of the Hill. But yeah, so Wazminator choosing to go with Swarm Queen purely because I think he wants to pressure Katana as much as he can, because he does say that he does use all 3 variations very, very well. So I guess he must just like the matchup. Combo Wookie, aka Arnold, if he doesn't like the matchup for the Katana as well, I think yes, he is going to go back to Katana for this match. He can switch, I believe he has a full auto Jackie as well as a Ravenous Melina, but I haven't seen him play that since the patch. Yeah, so I haven't actually watched this game before, so this is almost like I'm live commentating it, so sorry if I do get started on my words a little bit, but here we go, into the second game. Both players staying with their selected characters. Here we go, on the training stage. Let's see how it goes. So Wazminator starting off with a down 4, just such a long range tool, so hard to whiff punish as well, because the tentacle arm thingies don't actually have hitboxes on them. This is going to be Arnold spending his 1 bar already, trying to use get some fan pressure going. And he's actually building a lot of that bar, he's almost built a bar back already. And does actually get the first hit, even though it does trade, and that's going to be Wazminator running in with the full screen conversions as well. Fantastic, round cancels out of a down 2, forcing the breaker out of Royal Storm as well, down 3. Wow, it's just a forward 1, then he does that a lot. He does, Wazminator does a forward 1 to kind of bait out, a forward 1 on block, and then takes a step back trying to bait out a button press back into another forward 1, which will catch it because it is a mid, but this is going to be Arnold with a full conversion as well. This should hurt. 35%. What's the mix-up? Jumps in. Oh, it does actually get down 2 again, just on the very, very edge, but Wazminator gets armored through. Sitting on almost 3 bars, however, and that's going to be Arnold spending his last bar going in for the armored pressure, and then it's going to be Wazminator catching him with the forward 2, back into pressure. You can only get 1 rep of that run cancel assist to change, however, and really smart stuff. Decides, because he didn't have enough stamina to continue pressure, decides to backdash, create a little bit of space, and then just going for forward 1 with punishing, and once again using the EX over positives to take the round. I'm not sure, I feel like Arnold actually let go of block there because he realized he was dead and didn't want Wazminator to build any more bar. Tried to jump out again, but does get caught by Wazminator's forward 2. And just so that, as you can see, Arnold making the adjustment, however, using the down 3, which recovers really, really quickly. No whiff punish from Arnold, however. Goes in for the overhead, goes for some more fan pressure. And that's going to be Wazminator tagging him once again with the EX bug. This is going to hurt a lot, probably around about 40% into a setup. No, he's actually using a different... No, sorry, yes. I was correct in the first place. 42% using the full damage as well. Does actually tag the low and gets the back 1 cancel. Really difficult no matter how long you've been playing Devora. A lot of people will actually drop it, and really smart stuff using the down 4 to go underneath the fan. Combo Wookie caught with that bar at all, but once again tries to go for a float and gets down 2 for his trouble. That uses the backdash, uses the float once again, and Wazminator is going to take the second game. It's going to be Wazminator going up 2-0 in this 3 of 5 set. Once again, a really convincing round. Arnold, I feel like he needs to take a second as well. Luckily for him, it is a King of the Hill, and so he has to go through player select anyway, and I feel like maybe he is going to change. Yeah, but overall, Wazminator playing really solid. Uses down 2 just to challenge the float. Just really smart stuff, and he's been really consistent with it too. Just controlling the airspace as well as controlling the ground. Just using, and just like I said, Combo Wookie changing to full auto Jackie. This might actually give Wazminator a bit more of a hard time because I feel like the zoning's a little bit more difficult. You know, you can't jump over it anywhere near as easily as Katana fans. But in saying that, Wazminator has been jumping, so really I feel like it's just going to be about neutral control, just like it has been before. But Wazminator is so on point with all of his anti-airs as well as his spacing. Alright, so here we go. Using the alternative colour, Combo Wookie does actually get tagged with the down 4, however goes in for 1-2-1-2 pressure. And that is going to be a full combo. 24% into the corner. Now Jackie did receive some changes, but they were mainly in shotgun as well as high tech, just because of the stamina changes, just as well as shotgun's low blast and nowhere near as plus after the second one, so the restand's not as good. But I really like what Combo Wookie's trying to do here, trying to kind of keep his space and just control neutral, and I really like what he was doing there. He whiffed 2 of the air rockets, one because if he did decide to jump on wake up it would have actually caught him, but as well it's just using for meter build, so he's trying to build as much meter as he can, even though Jackie doesn't really need it to get a lot of damage. He just wants it for the breaker, so really smart stuff from Arnold as well. However, Wazminator has gotten in, but does actually spend the bar and uses the EX back forward 4, and that is going to be Combo Wookie making the adjustment and taking the first round. Wazminator is sitting on a full X-ray, however, and if we all know Wazminator, he does like to use his X-rays. Particularly instant air ones as well. Both characters jumping. I'm not totally sure what Combo Wookie was trying to do there with that jump. Probably a little bit preemptive just in case he went for a puddle. And he's going to use an up rocket straight in his face as well. Jumps over the forward 2. And just like that, uses his bar once again, pushing him all the way into the full screen, 17%, which is still armored as well. Still just trying to get the zoning going. Wazminator needs to play patient here. Tries to run for the 4-1, however, no whiff punish. Jackie, kind of difficult to whiff punish unless you're really ready for it, just because of her short limbs. It's going to be Wazminator in for pressure. Forward 1 staggers, just like that. Arnold holding all of it. Goes for the overhead. Really smart stuff. Standing forward into the machine guns. Bit of a scramble here, however Arnold does actually armor through, kind of positions Wazminator towards the corner, and is just trying to keep himself right into grab, and that is going to be Arnold taking the third game, taking a game off of Wazminator, so the score is now 2-1 Wazminator's way, but that was a really convincing game. Just, yeah, some of the small things that both of these players do, just because they both just completely understand their characters. Just, you know, whiffing 2 air rockets, just, you know, cuts off the options. It recovers really quickly, so even if Wazminator quick rises and tries to run in, he'll have enough time to actually react to that, but just as well. Really smart stuff, getting a little bit of meter just so he has the breaker in case Wazminator does get in, you know, push him back into the mid screen, or as he's been doing, just kind of using the armored reversals, even though they're not launching. They just create space for him just to get his zoning started, so really smart stuff from Arnold there. In saying that, Wazminator, you know, he is still up a game, and he's still really composed. You know, if this doesn't work, I might see him switch to Brood Mother just for a bit more full-screen kind of appearance. And saying that, I'm not sure what's going to happen. So this is going to be Arnold. Oh, Wazminator caught, not ducking, and tries to go for the interactable. Combo Wookie does actually do exactly the same thing, but doesn't actually get caught for it. Goes for the low rockets and into the juggle as well, 14% unbreakable, and he's also once again in the full screen, run into the low, and then once again just the 14% juggles. Going for the up rockets just on reset. Wazminator's going to try and jump, and just like that, going to go 1-2, 1-2. This is going to be the full combo as well. This should do 37% into the corner. Goes for the double low. That is safe. Tries to backdash as well, and just a really defensive jump back into a jump back punch is going to take the first round. Almost a flawless as well. Wazminator needs to just kind of control his space a bit better. Just, you know, make sure he's neutral ducking those and just try not to get antsy because he is up a game. I believe this was definitely top 8. I'm going to say semi-finals, but I'm not sure. So he just needs to maybe not run just because just like that he's just going to get tagged once again. 14%. Combo Wookie once again goes for just this normal launching kind of run up. Just like that, standing 4. Does actually drop the combo, however, doesn't get punished for it. Really good tech from Wazminator, however. He recently posted a video of him versus Cabjoy where they just both kept teching grabs. So he wants to kind of keep his status of you can't throw me. But goes for the overhead. Overhead into low, into armor. That is unsafe, and Wazminator is going to get a clean punish as well. Into the corner reposition. This could actually be really good for him. 33%. What's the mix-up? Does actually... not totally sure what combo walk he's trying to do there. Neutral jump punch, but a fantastic anti-air from Wazminator as well. Once again, uses the bar, tries to make a read, but gets the air-to-air. No conversion, however. Wazminator with so much corner pressure. Does actually whiff the grab as well. No punish for it. However, Combo Walkie is going to use the straight guns. And just like that, once again, 2 set of straight guns. And that is going to be Combo Walkie tying it up 2-2. I'm not actually sure if that says Combo Walkie, so... Comic book Wookie, sorry, I apologize. Yeah, sorry, it's just, this match is a lot closer than I thought. Both players just playing so well, however. This is the first time I've really seen them in a tournament setting since the post-patch as well, so it's been really interesting to see how both of these players have adjusted. Particularly Wazminator, who's had to kind of change all of his setups and everything, and Wazminator is taking a second here. I know he does have a couple other characters as well, but Devora, definitely his most comfortable. No, hang on. Wow, Wazminator deciding to change into Smoke as well, so this is going to be 2-2. Next person does take the game, and Wazminator switching to Smoke. Now, I do understand why he's doing this, just because if I feel like Smoke gets around zoning a little bit better, as well as just the EX fade as well, which is completely invincible, could actually stuff a lot of the Jackie pressure as well. But here we go. This is going to be the final game between Arnold and Wazminator. Wazminator using the EX interactable, does catch him with a forward 1-3, but the smoke bomb does actually in fact whiff. Just like that. Now there is a gap there, however, just like, oh, and just a raw trident smash as well. This is going to be the full combo now. Does actually force the break out of combo walkie. Trying to go for some zoning himself, and that's another thing as well. If he trades with the zoning with Jackie, because her zoning is not actually a hard knockdown, he's actually going to get a launcher off it. So I do really like this pick. Does actually go for the low, and really good blocks from Arnold. However, once again, just a raw trident spear. It's going to be caught once again, and he does go for full damage as well, 24% into more anti-zoning, and once again just catches him running with the trident, and that is going to be Wazminator with a really decisive round going up to match point as well. Combo Walkie needs to take a second, just make sure he knows what he's doing. But, oh, just a raw back 1-2 to catch the anti-air again. This is going to be the full vortex as well. Or is he going to cash out? No, he just decided to cash out. It's going to be 30% into the corner. And just like that, like I said, if the projectiles trades, they're going to trade very much in his favor, forcing the breaker out of Arnold, however, and just like that, just a fantastic back one is going to be used as an anti-air. And he's, once again, I believe he's going to cash out. Yes, he is. Oh, it does actually drop the ender, however, that doesn't work a lot of the time recently, but once again, with the Triton, is this going to be it? And just so that on chip, using into the X-ray as well, showing a little bit of disrespect, and that is going to be Wazminator with the brutality as well. I love that brutality. That's going to be Wazminator taking the set against Arnold. Picking Smoke as well, really smart pick just to get around the zoning, and that is going to be him progressing on as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was a little bit of a shorter video as what I have been doing, just because I uploaded a video and it didn't really work for whatever reason. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry about a couple of stutters as well. Yeah, but I hope you guys all enjoyed that. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and more content coming soon. Cheers, guys.